Well, guys, I just did a live. You know, you heard it from the DA's mouth that Mac Bailey Marquette has been indicted. He's been indicted on the unaliving of Steve Perkins unlawfully. It was wrong. He knew it was wrong. They saw the evidence. And I'm glad that they have indicted him. Now we need a conviction. There's a difference. They can indict him all day, but we need a conviction. That's what we need. We don't want the okie doke. And also, Hunter Pepper, the DA has a message for you also. He didn't say your name, but we know he's talking about you because you've been talking all that yin-yang. And if you don't remember some of the stuff you said, here's just a smidge.
That the officer's due process had been violated and was not treated fairly, and that the investigation is being held prior to all evidence being turned into the police department. My question that I've had to the mayor is how can you make an informed decision and a judgment on these officers on termination when all of the evidence is still not present at this time?
Well, Hunter Pepper, let's see what the DA has to say regarding all the evidence that were actually indicted one of the officers.
During the course of the evidence and testimony, the members of the grand jury heard and considered either evidence and or testimony from no less than 15 witnesses. Now, all of you know that there were 4 officers at the scene when this incident occurred, and there was only 1 officer who fired any shots. As a result of the facts and evidence presented in this case, the grand jury unanimously returned an indictment against Mac Bailey Marquette, charging him with the crime of murder. Again, after having considered all of the facts and evidence in the case, the grand jury agreed unanimously that there were no violations with regards to the laws of the state of Alabama against any other officer. And I agree completely with the decision that this grand jury made. Now, I understand fully that there are some members of our community that think that there should have been more than 1 officer charged in this situation. There are also some who think that no one should have been charged in this situation.
How about you, Hunter?
However, to anyone who disagrees with the decision of this grand jury, please understand that the members of this grand jury are the only people in the state of Alabama, with the exception of myself, who heard all the facts, who know all the truth, and were in a position to consider all of the evidence. As a result, they are the only ones fully equipped to apply all of this knowledge and all of this evidence to the laws of our state. That means that this group knows more than anyone else what the truth is surrounding the death of Mr. Perkins. And again, this is a group of highly intelligent citizens who have no reason, no desire, and no agenda that would cause them to favor any one person or any group in reaching their decisions. So, while there may be some who disagree with the decisions of this grand jury and the task that they have before them, I hope that they will at least respect that this group knows more about the facts and the evidence in this case, more so than anyone else, and they did what they knew was right under the circumstances. I have to say that this was not an easy thing to do. It wasn't easy for the grand jury, and it wasn't easy for me. No one wants to charge or indict an officer of the law. The grand jury's job was to determine whether or not there was sufficient evidence for this case to move forward with the prosecution. By returning this indictment, this grand jury has given me my marching orders. The job now falls to me in my office to prosecute this case and to seek justice. I am, by virtue of my office and the laws of the state of Alabama, the highest ranking law enforcement official in this county. So again, it's not easy for me to be in a position of prosecuting an officer, but in this circumstance, it's the right thing to do.
Hey, Hunter, did you hear that? Hope you heard that clear. All right, now, you have a good day. Again, we got an indictment, but now we need a conviction. That's exactly what we need, is a conviction, an actual conviction. Because most times when police officers go before a grand jury, some of them get indicted, but a lot of them, they don't get convicted for their wrongdoing. Justice for Steve Perkins.